They do go for it. It's Bortles. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. Now Bortles. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Omaha.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
372.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Spread right, 72. Hey, spread right, smack. Hey, let's go, trip left. Lucy. 372.
Now Doug Marrone, with a play clock almost out, says, let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Hey, 54, Ricky. 380. Lucy. 380. Move. 372.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denoris Searcy. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Newton now to throw. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. Now Newton on first down. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it's a 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's brought down after a good game. He got 29 yards that time.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And that'll bring up 2nd down. A little too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Now Newton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. They go play action here on first down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. DJ Hayden right there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Devin Funchess, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. Gano out to kick this. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And some room to work. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Throwing is Bortles. And connecting here with DJ Sharp. And he'll be taken down. Up of 28 yards. Bortles now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Bortles now to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Point after by Leemo, up and good. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Carolina ready to take the field again. And, you know, the Panthers, that big Week 1 win against Dallas, now they run into a tough one in Week 2. They're at Atlanta. You got to remember, Atlanta is both angry after their Week 1 loss, and they're well-rested.
Yeah, after playing Thursday the 6th, it's almost a mini open week for them. Get a little bit of extra time, but they've got their own concerns trying to get their offense cranked up. I can't wait to see how this one turns out. And don't forget, Hurricane Florence hitting the East Coast. Well, that wreck preparations as well as Carolina tries to get ready.
Switching gears for a second, because you and I were talking earlier, you had some odd games in Week 1. I don't think anything, though, takes the cake quite like that game in Miami. How about that lightning delay? Multiple lightning delays.
Yeah, when you open up the season in the state of Florida and it's not a dome,
good luck.
You've got a chance of this happening, right? It happened in Tampa a couple of seasons ago, maybe a couple of times if I remember correctly. This game wound up taking 7 hours and 8 minutes to finish when all was said and done. Normally we do a game in 3.5 or less. That's unbelievable. So great stamina for the fans. Great stamina for the players.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10. All the way down at the 21-yard line. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
2nd and 10, Newton again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now it's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. 4th down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And Gano's kick is right through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Omaha. 372.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Denoris Searcy. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
Running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The kidder here, it's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Bortles. And he finds Severian Jenkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
380. 380. Omaha.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cole. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
Punch right.
Bortles going to run the draw with Fournette. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Lucy.
Right 52.
11B.
On first down, Bortles. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
380 Sunday. 380.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Bortles. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
11B.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Spread right, 7. Lucy.
Again, it's Bortles. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And Leemo will put this one through, and that will cut the lead down to 13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
C.J. Anderson of the game. He gets it here. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Hurry up, here we go.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. After the run, Newton going to throw. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Here we go.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Jags grab it. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That's right, Tom. Good.
On second down, McCaffrey. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, Newton. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. Now the Auburn alum, Artis Payne. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to sack him for a loss of 6. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield.
380, spread right, 380. 11B.
Bortles now on 1st down. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he's brought down. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
372. Hey, 54, Ricky. Lucy. 380.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. In for the score. And the Jaguars are back within a score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Carolina getting set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. 79 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Here we go.
Ron Rivera didn't get the nickname Riverboat Ron for nothing. His guys are going to go for 2 here. Newton. Broken into a double team, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gano out to kick this one away. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
11B, 11B.
From the gun, it's Bortles. Looking long for Westbrook. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Jarius Wright that time. And it's 2nd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Newton. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Newton finding Funchess for the Panther 1st down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Newton now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's right. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. McCaffrey on the counter, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
But that certainly felt like an example of a defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game, they want to keep it going.
It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Look, the 1st down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short.
The Panthers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Run for it, and he will. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The Jaguars getting set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So right.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Hey. Lucy. 11. Move. So right.
Shotgun now for Bortles. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Let's go.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cole. Bortles to Cole for the Jacksonville first. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Hank. 372. Lucy. Move.
Bortles to throw once more. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Sunday.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing it.
And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options.
39, Lucy. Hey, 54, Ricky. Lucy. 73. So right. 372.
Again, they'll throw with Bortles. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Eluding the pressure right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Lucy. 372.
Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Open man is Westbrook, complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the cash. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it. He got it. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Bortles again. His pass caught at the 4. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Bortles now on 3rd and goal. Hard throw, incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Hey, spread left. 54, Rick, left.
I think probably just trying to draw him off there, it didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Lucy. 11.
Now Bortles got to have this one. And this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. Been a very strong performance for them really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example. And now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Newton to throw. Buying time to his left. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The Panthers going for it on 4th. Newton. And it is incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
11.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a two-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve. And
you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Extra point tacked on by Leemo. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Pitching it out to McCaffrey. Spinning away. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Panthers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11.